Are you ready to win?
Yeah.
Come join the winning circle.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jeff Trills with the Ipas2 system. I'm your coach, Coach Jeff Trills, and I have the pleasure of having one of the top guys in Ipas and Empower to get on a hangout at 11 or 10 o'clock in the morning, right?
What's up? Yeah, man. Rise and shine, baby.
So this is what happened, man. You know, when you're a leader, you know, you're just excited about life, man. So I asked him to jump on this meeting with us, and he said, sure, no problem. And so we're here today, right? And so, Michael, I want to just first congratulate you on, you know, hitting your biggest month ever, right? Thus far. This is not this is one of the biggest months. Just, you know, share a little bit about that and how you feel about that and how you think that happened.
Well, it's just crazy, man, because we just broke our first 5-figure month back in it was September, October of last year. So that was our first ever month going past $10,000 in a month, and we're still trying to take that in. We haven't, but the powerful thing with iPass and great coaches and mentors, when you just have a great system, you just have to put it to work. That's the thing. It's you do less work and let the system leverage the system. That's the whole reason it's there.
Right.
And so we literally just kept scaling our business up. You know, I shared on stage in Nashville where, you know, a lot of people will make a little bit of money and then they'll go and run off and go buy a car or just do dumb stuff. And it's because they don't have a business mindset, and a business mindset is all about scaling your business up, reinvesting back into your business. We do it through advertising and running traffic. And so I would literally to scale 50 to 60% back of my profits or money back into my business and let it make me more money. And like I said, with iPass, it's beautiful because I just have to focus on getting leads and front end sales. So when I focus on leads and front end sales, the system does the work. You know, I got awesome mentors and coaches like Jeff right here, man. You're one of the ones crushing it right now. So being able to lock arms with somebody who's such a great coach and mentor, as well as a business builder like yourself, man, people would be in an awesome spot just to lock arms with you. But for us, we went from 12 and then it went to 20. And then I think we literally broke 30,000 in December, and we kept it consistent around 30,000 until this month, the month of April, and we broke 44,000 and change by the end of April, which was just retarded. I mean, pardon if that offended anybody, it was just dumb. But we've got big goals, big dreams. You know, I told my wife just now downstairs, I said, I want to double it by the next event, you know, double that monthly income by Vegas. So that's our goal.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a very audacious goal, and I know you're going to hit it, brother. I know you are. That's not even a question. So, you know, I speak with a lot of people who come into the system, right? And their biggest concern is my wife is going to kill me, man, because it's our last money. And if I put this in, I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay at the pro level. Can you, as a person that's actually succeeding with the system, share with them the difference between staying at pro and going and getting a profit maximizer, and the fact about the wife situation? So, talk to them about further talk about should they stay at pro, and if they only have enough to go pro and bronze. Should they stay at pro for money into advertising, or should they go bronze and go through the game plan? I mean, share your thoughts on that. What would you?
Well, at the end of the day, all of our people tend to forget that our products and platform is all based around internet marketing, education. So the more education you have, the further you're going to go. So and yes, education does cost money. So you're going to have to own up, shell some cash out and get educated. It's a lot cheaper than going to college, number one, and you can actually learn a lot more than college, number two, and number three, you can actually earn while you're learning. So if you go in and put the money in quickly, get started quickly. See, here's the thing, success loves speed. People tend to forget that. They think, oh, well, how many times do you see successful people become successful very slowly? Not very often. You always hear the story of the guy who just shot out the gates and went nuts. And it's because success loves speed. It's people who make decisions quickly, and they just make things happen. But you can't do it without education. So if you're sitting here thinking I'm going to buy traffic at the pro level, you're totally like missing it. Paid marketing at the pro level, you're gonna go negative because you can't make those bigger commissions that you can make with those higher packages on top of getting the education. Now, if you got a wife going, or you're afraid that your wife might beat you or whatever, no, but if you're afraid of that kind of thing, here's the thing: if you're broke, she's going to be mad at you anyways. So what's the difference if you're trying to make something happen or if you're broke? I mean, if you're broke, she's going to be after you anyway. You're going to just hear this for a long time. But the minute you start making some money, guess what? She starts to love you some more. So anyway, that's my perspective on it. So
awesome. And now, mind you, guys, first I say income disclaimer. He has definitely hit those income the dream lifestyle numbers. It's one of the guys that actually hit his dream lifestyle number. Of 44,000 in 1 month. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. My phone blows up no matter where I am. This is real raw and cut. Okay. We'll end this real quick. All right.
It's awesome.
I know. It's like it doesn't stop. So let's just stop soon.
Well, I will add, Jeff, just so people, because we've hit these big numbers, but we started at 0 in Empower. Like we were not to say we're nobodies, but we were nobody. We were not on the radar as internet marketers. We were bankrupt, foreclosed on all that stuff when we started in Empower. So for somebody watching this thinking 44,000 is like pie in the sky and they're like, that's just impossible. Think about this. We started from 0. We're starting just where a lot of you that are watching this are starting at. So it's not like this was we didn't come with some big list from some network marketing company or had some big team somewhere else or anything like that. We started from scratch. So.
Right, exactly. Now you say that, just share a little bit of how you came to Ipas, how you came to Empower Network, and what was it like before Ipas, Empower Network and Ipas, and how is it now? Well,
before Empower Network and Ipas, and even for the first few months as we were learning and implementing things, we were like kind of like on the ramen noodle diet. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have no money. We lost a home. We lost it. I mean, it was just one of those things where we didn't have money. I couldn't even buy domain names. I had to call my wife she was the only one working at the time. And I'm like, hey, can I get this domain name? She's like, how much? I said, $10. She said, no. I said, well, can I get the .info domain since it's like only like $2.99? She's like, okay, you can get the .info. That's how it was for like about a year of me getting rolling and everything else with this business. So, but here's the thing, we persevered, we stuck through. We knew that with the value and education delivered in these products that we were going to become successful. And not just the education, but the personal development and all that stuff, because it's like nothing else out there. There's you can't find this type of model out there anywhere, offline or online. And then to be able to make those chunky commissions, like $3,000 days, is just insane. So when you commit to something like that, man, you can just make big things happen. And it just happened. And when it really took off was when Ipas2 launched. Ipas2 was the game changer. Like we went from 3,000 to 5,000 a month to 5-figure months, like literally overnight. It was insane. So.
And what do you think allowed that to happen? What do you think the transition allowed that to happen? To your testimony to it, what do you think was the game changer in Ipas that said, you know what, this took me from like barely getting the income coming in to like shooting out the gate?
Well, it was because number one, I already had like a vision, like I just had a set of intention. Then when Ipas launched, I was going to hit a 5-figure month. That's part of your personal development that we learn here. A lot of your mindset. I told my sponsor Alex, who's about to cross $1 million, like any day now. Go Alex! And I told him, I said, I'm gonna hit 5 figures when Ipas launches. Now, and I went and turned around and did it. And the reason being with Ipas is because it filled in all the gaps that we needed to explain why people needed Empower Network products and things like that. It does, like I said, it's kind of like the glue that holds everything together when it comes to a sales system. And the beautiful thing about it is I just focused on getting people to the system versus having to like try to do all the selling and all the telling. The system does that. And then you got wonderful coaches and mentors like Jeff and there's a whole team of them that are awesome. And they are doing a lot of that heavy lifting for you in regards to connecting with those new members and getting them coached and aligned they align them with their goal. So what's going to help you get to your goal? That's all you guys do, and help people make decisions on that. So it's a wonderful thing. So that's really what broke us through was having a system like this.
So, guys, I mean, I know you guys are watching this, and there's a lot of probably newbies on here and people that haven't even pulled the trigger just yet. Just understand, what people are missing in the world is having somebody to talk to their people when they come in, okay? The biggest thing about iPads is that fact that you, like Michael, he can just focus on his, like I tell people, his job is to drive traffic to the links. Our job is to get the people clear, get them to their number, and get them moving in position, right? And so see, once they do that, Michael receives his commission from that. But these you guys are now in position to start receiving commission like Michael's doing, right? And like I said, the key thing in succeeding with this system is focusing on the 30-day game plan, right? I know you know about the 30-day game plan, Mike.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about, like, once people are closed and they're actually positioned in your business, what is this kind of thing? And this is for all the leaders. Like Michael Martin, he's like number 2 on the leaderboard on the iPad. So congratulations on that, buddy. You know what I mean? But it's not. See, Michael Martin lets the system do what it does. But after they're positioned at one of the profit maximizer, he is in the immediate contact with them doing certain things. So if you can share for people that may have 1 or 2 people in the system, but right. They got to sell, but they just leave them blank. What do you do to keep your people engaged, to keep retention?
Well, the biggest thing for people is to, like I said, get them plugged in. I'm big on plugging people in. We host team-only masterminds twice a week, Wednesday nights and Saturday mornings. Those are there to really identify who our up-and-coming stars are going to be, because people who tap into live events, even if they're online, are going to be your serious people. So we're there to just help them coach them, mentor them, things like that. But the biggest thing too is I send an email usually first thing. As soon as I see somebody upgrade or whatever, hey, welcome, congrats on upgrading, connect with me on Facebook. Because that is most people have a Facebook. There are a few that don't, and if they don't, they'll need one to be on our team, because that's where we plug people in at. So we have a group for pro members and up, and then we have a Black all-in group only for our team. So you're going to get put in one or both. We'd love to put you in both if you go all in. I mean, because we're pretty much creating an all-in culture with our team. Those are the people that we're really like tapped into. We got like a chat role where we're with them all the time chatting, and not just me. Alex, the $1 million guy coming up, and a couple other leaders are always in there, because we got leaders globally now. So a chat role is really nice to have them in. And really acknowledge those people who went all in, because it really is a big investment for them. So we want to reinvest back into them with as much value and just camaraderie. People want to be a part of something. They may not, and the biggest goal is to keep people around until they get their first breakthrough. Chris Jones with Ipas talks a lot about small wins. And if we can get you to getting some small wins, you're going to stick around longer. So, and really business is one of these things, especially this type business. It's all about pushing through until you get your result. And most people quit so right in front of the finish line. They don't realize it, because the finish line, you can't see it.
Right.
It's invisible. So so many people quit like right before they're about to break through. So my goal for me is to keep you plugged in long enough to get you to that breakthrough. So that's really what it is. I mean, that's how you lead in this business. You lead by going out and creating results and keeping people plugged in. So,
and so for a newbie, they may say, well, I'm new, I don't know how to do that stuff. Did you start this when you were new? Would you wait till you got a few people to start plugging your people in? Like, how did you start when you started doing this? How did you start?
Man, I started plugging people in when I just had one person, and we didn't even know what the heck we were talking about. But you know what? You can't keep getting ready to get ready. You just got to do it. You just got to take action, figure it out as you go. I love my boy Aaron Rashkin says, man, you just got to jump off the cliff and grow your wings on the way down. That's how business runs. So don't be scared. I mean, I love telling my team, we're here to break stuff, man. If I can break it, then guess what? If I break something or get booted or get an account shut down, I know that I'm moving forward.
Right.
If I'm not breaking stuff, then guess what? I'm probably not doing a lot. So you just got, If it's blogging, marketing, team building, it don't matter. Get out there and just do it. Just figure it out as you go. We've got all the trainings there for you within the products. Everything is there to show you how to do all this stuff. So just learn a little bit and implement. Learn and implement. Learn and implement. That's all you do. Don't get stuck in learn mode,
Right.
because that's what I love about the 30-day plan is that it puts people into action every day. And that's the biggest thing, is learning how to take consistent daily action. So when we started, man, there was no Ipas. We just had Empower. So they had a few capture pages. There were no like slick sales funnels or any of this stuff. We had to come up with a lot of this stuff on our own.
Right.
We didn't have coaches and mentors or any of that. So if you got Ipas in your hands right now, you've got like the biggest gem on the internet. Like you literally do. I mean, you've got a gift, man, because we didn't have all this stuff, and we still were able to create results. So don't take this thing for granted. It's really there to help you. So it's awesome.
I mean, phenomenal, man. I mean, that's the key that I like to share as well. You know, people don't believe. It's so funny because when they get to their dream lifestyle number, they start to chuckle. Like, it's about 20,000. You know what I mean? It's about 10,000 because they don't believe it's possible, right? And like you just said, you know, it's all, the first thing you said was the mindset, right? You were like, well, you know, we focus on the mindset first. And I'm a big believer in that because where the mind goes, the body will follow, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's why I speak to everybody I coach. Listen, you know, whatever you think, your entire existence will follow. So if you think it's not going to work, guess what? It's not going to work because that's what you're telling your entire existence.
Yep.
Right? And so I'm so happy that you started with the mindset. You said, listen, we got to get the mindset right, because if the mindset isn't right, then your whole business won't be right, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why the 30-day game plan it starts with day one, all about the mindset, right? You can't move forward until you get clear what you want, clear what it is that you really want, so that when you do move forward, you actually have a vision, right? You have a vision and a goal that's going to help you keep going forward in the 30-day game plan. And like I said, I appreciate you for sharing the knowledge. Now, you are Mr. Consistency, right? And, you know, and that's your team, you know, team consistency, you know? And it's like, so what does that really mean to you, right? And how does that play out in your business, okay? Because I know a lot of people come in here like, okay, I did day one, what do I do? Do day two. I mean, people don't think it's that simple, right? So, yes.
Yeah, I keep it super simple, number one, but the consistency part comes into that daily action I was talking about. There's two sides of your business. Let's not talk about mindset at this very second, but just your marketing, your actual business building side. There's two parts of it. There's marketing, which will build your list, and then there's blogging or creating content, which is going to let you engage that list and hopefully convert some of them. You don't want all of them to convert. You don't want everybody on your team. You want the people who want to be on your team. So they're going to connect with you through that content. So daily action consistency is making sure you're building your list every day through marketing, and make sure that you're creating content every day to engage that list. So you're emailing that content out to your list. So that's daily right there. When it comes to the mindset stuff, you know, reading daily and inner circle audios daily, people go, well, I don't know what to create content about. Well, you fuel that content by sharing what you're learning as you're developing yourself. People love to watch people grow. So, and they lock arms. They gravitate towards growth. Kind of like the plants always reach for the sun. You know what I mean? It's that same feeling that people get when they watch you grow through your content. So that's the beautiful thing is that's what's daily action. When I say consistency, you got to be consistent in those daily actions every day. And we've done that for the past 2 years and whatever months we've been in. And that's what's developed our business. We've always been on a steady increase. And I mean, now it's kind of going like this, but we've always consistently grown our business. But it's been because we've been consistent in those Empower Network Fast Start training actions that they teach you in the daily action. That's the foundation of your business is that. So you got to be consistent there. Where else am I consistent? I'm pretty much consistent in everything I do. I mean, when it comes to our weekly masterminds that we do, I never miss one unless we're at an event or I may be out of town and I let somebody else host, but they never miss a beat. Because your list loves you mailing them consistently. Your team loves you being with them consistently. If you say you're going to be somewhere, you got to be there. You just got to be consistent in everything you do, and your business will we'll show the fruits of it if you do it. So
it's awesome. I mean, that's super, super awesome. So you email your mastermind that you're having with your team to your list.
do what now?
You email the mastermind that you have with your list. I mean, with your team to your list.
No, I don't. No, I don't send them our team mastermind. I do email it out to our team, but I like to keep something for the team. If you're part of my team, I want you to know that there's something special for you. That's why those team masterminds are kind of under team only lock and key. So that's why we do it that way.
Now, there's people that come in like new. How do you help the people that say, I just got in, I need to make money fast. I need to make money this week. How possible is that? How do you set their mindset to where from that mindset, like I gotta make it fast. If I do work today, how fast will I make my money?
Sorry, I had to take a picture. I got a smile next time. Hold on. I'll answer that question. I got a smile on this one, man. I got to represent, man. Hanging out with Jeff Trills.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Love it. Awesome. Well, if people are wondering how fast they're going to make money, this is awesome because I was actually going to share this kind of like in closing, and I know we're getting kind of close, but I'll go ahead and do this. This guy from Dubai flew all the way to Nashville from Dubai on our team. And he brought a gift for myself and for Alex. He brought Alex something else. That 7-star only diamond hotel with the Dubai. He brought him a little thing of that. Well, he brought me this one. And this is literally now the tallest building in the world. Now, not this one, of course, but the one in Dubai. But the beautiful thing about this is what he told me, the story behind it. And he said, this is the tallest building in the world, but the foundation of the building itself took 3 years to build. Just the foundation. And it only took them 2 years to build the building itself. And he said, this is just such a great example for how our businesses are built, is that, you're going to take more time getting educated, building your foundation for your business, learning your daily actions. It's going to take you a little bit more time to build that foundation. But once you get this foundation down, the rest is just going to zoom. It's just going to take off. And so when it comes to somebody, see, there's mine. So when it comes to somebody asking me that kind of question, I ask them, you understand this is a business, right? That you have to build, you have to mindset and skill set that you're going to have to zero in on. Now, it could take you 30 days. It could take you 6 months. It may take you a year. But will it be worth it when you can make 5 figures a month? I mean, compared to what you're doing now, is that going to change anything, or are you good where you're at? Because honestly, you've got to build the foundation first. And this is just a great example. That's really how I tell people is like, it could take you some time to get this thing down, but will it be worth it? Is what you're going through now painful enough to change? Because sometimes for people, sometimes it just doesn't hurt bad enough. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're just complacent. And so I know for me, it hurt bad enough. And I'm sure for you, it was like the same situations. I needed change and I couldn't live the way I was living anymore. So,
I mean, that is wow. That is a powerful, powerful illustration of the power of foundation. You're so right. If the foundation would have taken a year, that building would not be able to sustain itself. And the high winds and the tugging and pulling of that higher levels, it would never have been able to exist. And see, the funny thing about that building, if we can hold up again, I have another epiphany about this thing, guys. You see, people are like, oh, there's a pyramid scheme, da-da-da-da-da. Look at the shape of this building, right? It's kind of like a pyramid, right? But see, the power of a pyramid is the strongest structure known to man, right? Because at the end of the day, we all get a chance to create our own version of a strong foundation, aka a pyramid, right? Because without this strong foundation that leads upwards, you can never be the man on top. Once again, my phone going off. But I just want to share this. I'm going to share this, guys. Where we are right now in this day and age, right? Where we are right now in this day and age. Oh, it's kind of. Sorry about that. Okay, where we are in this day and age, right? I mean, you still there? You still there, Michael?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, where we are in this day and age, you want to be able to understand this. If you do not do nothing today, you will not have anything tomorrow, right? We're here to empower you. I reached out to Michael because I wanted you guys to see a real example of a real person having real results here, and they were just like you. He don't look like a superhero, but he is a superhero. But at the end of the day, it's like we're impacting lives whether you believe it or not. People are changing their lives whether you believe it or not, and it's your turn to be able to change someone else's life as well. Okay, and so I just want to thank you, man, for jumping on here and just sharing this your powerful testimonial about just what it took for you to win. You said you was on a ramen noodle diet, and you see people looking for leaders, right? But the leader in your team is going to be somebody that's not a leader right now, right? They're a regular Joe Schmo that's like, you know what? And then they get the bug and then they take off. So, you like, okay, how do I get people? How do I get people? You get people by being a leader. You get people to join you by being the person that's in front of the screen, or being the person that's on posting on the wall or your Facebook, or posting in social media. People want to have this mindset of like, I don't want to be seen or heard, but I want to make a whole lot of money, right? Can you kind of talk on that real quick before we end this call?
Yeah, like I said, whenever I was talking earlier about, you've got to create content to engage that list or engage people. Your list can be your Facebook profile. Your list can be your Twitter followers. Your list is Instagram. All those people are already engaged. And some of those places are even better than your email list, because we think in our business that we check email all the time, but that's just because we're always looking in our email for commission notifications and stuff, or looking for leads. But the normal person may check their email once or twice a week. You know what I mean? I know before in Power, I never checked my email, but when they're on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff all day long, that's a captive audience. So you've got to put yourself out there. And the best thing to do is if you don't know who to talk to, go look in the mirror. Go look at yourself. What are you interested in? What are you passionate about? Be the best you that you can be to people. Don't try to be somebody else. And you're going to attract those people who are just like you. You want a team of people just like you. I promise you. Because if you get a team of people that aren't like you, you're going to go crazy. But you want to attract people who are like you. People always say, I want to clone myself. Right. Well, guess what? You can do that in this business. If you get a bunch of people who are like you, and you do that by just sharing videos of yourself. Talk what's on your mind. Speak make sure it's positive. Don't sit there and bash the government and stuff like that, unless you just want to get a rise out of people. But that's my biggest thing that I tell people is be yourself. There is no fake it till you make it. There's you. And that's how you build a business, a solid business, because you'll get those people who are like you, and they're aligned with your vision and your passions. And that's how our team, man, we got our team solid, man. I love it. Dream team like you guys, man. Y'all are solid, man, because you got Tracy who just has such a big vision and heart, and you just want to align with that. And so you guys are attracting the same people as well, and it's just awesome. It's just awesome whenever you can do that. So get out there, put yourself out there, and you'll attract a lot of people into your business. So
well, there you have it, guys, man. This is amazing meeting that we're having. I got the pleasure to get Michael Martin. Is it Michael D. Martin?
Yeah, I put the D in there because there's so many Michael Martins online.
Yeah, so let's be clear, guys. It's Michael D. Martin, man.
There you go.
It's like a humble guy, but really cares about the people that's locking arms with him. And that's what you should focus on. Instead of focusing on the money, focus on the impact you're going to have on somebody's life by putting in the work to get the link in front of that person. See, once you focus on the people, the money is the byproduct of what you focus on. Right? Yeah. If you focus on money, that's all you're going to focus on is money. And it's like, it's not going to happen for you. You got to focus on why you're doing this and who you're looking to impact. Once you start focusing on the people, once people understand that you care, then they start to care about you. Right? And if you're a newbie, it starts when you're new. Before you get the first person in your business, you must also think about that person. It's like somebody thought about you enough to put their links out in the marketplace to where you came through from an email. People invest their money either buying paid traffic because they know there's somebody out there that needs what they have to offer. Understand, you have the golden ticket. You have a multi-million-dollar business in your hand right now. Mm-hmm. Offer to somebody else to get their life in track. Don't play with it. Understand it. Even if you don't understand it, understand that you are in position. Understand that you are able to lock arms with people like Michael D. Martin, people like Tracy Walker, people like Alex Zuberoff, people like Chris Jones and his Ipas system. When you come to it,
People like Jeff Trills.
Hey, listen, you said
Hey, I'll put it out there, man, if you want.
awesome. Well, people like myself as well, because we really care about your success. People like, oh, what if I don't get my money back? I heard from the owner of Empower Network. He said, we're not here to take your money. We'd rather give you your money back instead of getting a negative comment about you holding our money, because we really impact people's lives here. So before you can cry about the money that you aren't making and you're not willing to change your mindset, we will give you the money back so you can go ahead and spend it on a bill. But if you're really looking to change your life and impact your life for you, your family, then this is where you must be, and this is the action that you must take in the 30-day game plan with Ipas. So if you're watching the video and you're ready to get started, click the link below, lock arms with me, lock arms with Martin, and let's get this thing moving, guys. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the decision has to be happening with you first. You got to start with you deciding that you're going to want better for your life. Deciding that you want to do this thing for real. And once you make a decision and move in that decision, you will receive the benefits from the decision that you just made. So, any last words you want to leave, Michael?
Dude, I couldn't close it any better than that, man. That's why you guys are the coaches, and I'm not. You guys are amazing, man. But just thank you so much for having me on. And like I said, when you invited me, or whenever you want to do a video together, and we missed it in Nashville, it was just so busy. Yeah. And then I was like, dude, I've got to make sure I make it up to that guy, because he does so much, and he's got such a great heart. And if I can help you in any way, I wanted to. So this was awesome, and I just appreciate you taking the time and letting me into to your world. So
awesome, man. Well, thank you for being here once again, man. I appreciate you. I admire what you do and how you take your team from the sale to the movement of your team. And at the end of this, guys, catch us on the next episode of Working with Trills. I just made that up, right? So, guys, this is very, it's very raw. We keep it real here. We don't nothing scripted. We just do this because we have a passion to see you win. Passion to see the masses live a dream that they never thought was possible. And my man Michael D. Martin is actually get to live his dream, from eating ramen noodles to choosing to be wherever he want to be with his wife and with his team. This is what it's about, guys. I'll see you guys later. Be well. Stay blessed. Peace.
yeah.